So here we have the ACG Air Exploraid Summit White, and this is a sneaker that was originally released in 1999, and I basically got these on sale. I think I paid like £39 for them, and I've always been wanting to sort of check these out because it's a bit of a hybrid, you know, having sort of the Air technology in there, but also being a trail hiking sneaker. And it's also the 25th anniversary since the day release, so these released back in '99, and so they were due a retro in this year in 2024, and you know, it came out in various different colorways, but like I said, this one was on sale, so I paid like hardly any sort of money for it. So with the details, it comes in a Summit White and Black colorway. That's what it says on the box, which is a bit weird, but obviously you can sort of see it's got red on there, and I'm guessing this is probably University Red or Varsity Red color scheming. And this also has what they're calling a neoprene liner, and similar to, I suppose, a Huarache, it's you know, kind of sort of locks you in place, and it almost goes all the way to the forefoot, as you can see. And for that reason, you can sort of see it's been knitted in, and it's kind of quite sort of waterproof as well, I guess, in that respect as well. So neoprene works well as a sort of waterproof type material. But you know, it's one of those things that I think, you know, if you like that kind of fit where it kind of sort of fits more closely to your foot, then it's a good thing. And this being an ACG trainer or a Nike trainer, it's slightly different. Some of them do contain sort of air units in there, and then this one has one as well, as you can sort of see, and it's kind of locked in place in the heel. And it also has a polyurethane textile wrapped midsole, so I'm not sure what the reason for this is, but I imagine it's some sort of you know, durability reasons why they have that. You know, sort of to protect the you know, the foam overall, I guess. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what I'm assuming. And it has like this rubber outsole, so this is typical sort of ACG technology, and you can sort of see it's got quite a big sort of dents and grooves in there, so it should serve you well on sort of rough terrain really. And you know, this sneaker should work well for, you know, for that reason, for trail hiking. And it's got sort of leather materials on there. The leather, for me, not the greatest, I suppose. It's, you know, again, it's, I don't know, it might even be sort of recyclable type leather, I'm not sure. But the front aspect of, you know, going around this sort of toe box area feels more textile-y. It's got some sort of rugged material on there. Almost, not ripstop, I wouldn't say it's ripstop, but kind of that Cordura type material. So it should be a bit more sort of hard wearing, but you can sort of see the leather panels go up here and along the medial and lateral side of the sneaker, and on the heel area. And you've also got kind of the breathability there as well, which is really nice, and you know, should mean that, you know, if you're walking around, you know, you get a bit of heat dispersion as well. And the price on these are £130. So with the comfort and sizing, you know, much like any other ACG sneaker, it's on the firm side. The air unit is in there, has a little bit of give to it, but not so much. It feels quite sort of low to the ground as well, which is what you'd expect from a hiking shoe. And it also has sort of neutral arch support, so you can sort of see that on there, and it's meant to be sort of flat, and you know, as you're sort of walking and hiking, you know, again, sort of just being sort of flat and low to the ground. And I think the wearing time for these probably like 4 to 6 hours. It's mainly for the midsole to sort of soften really. I think the upper is pretty good to go. You can sort of see, because it's got this neoprene lining, and the lace goes, you know, quite sort of forward, so you can get a nice sort of tight fit, you know, going on, and then pulling out the laces, it'll tighten up some more. The neoprene isn't as, you know, kind of, I suppose, locked in as what you'd normally get. It's quite sort of loose. And I'd go true to size on these. This is what I did with this particular pair. Even with thick socks on, my toe comes to about here, which is perfect for me, and works well. And you know, they do have like I said, a loose fit around here, so you need to make sure that you tighten up your laces and to walk around in. And it also has really good traction, so you can sort of see that, which I mentioned earlier. You know, the rubber outsole seems really good for me. You know, not as much deep in terms of its you know, the outsole grip compared to, say, a Salomon, but still, you know, I feel like it'll work well. So with the look and style, it's got like this neutral colourway, so it's all over white. It will get dirty quite quickly. That's the only thing like that I will say about it. But obviously, you know, I paid sort of £39 for it, so I'm kind of happy with that. And you know, it's still got that sort of hiking shoe vibe to it, so you can sort of see that, you know, pretty much looks like almost like a hybrid trainer shoe type thing. And again, being a sneaker that if you'd wear it sort of every day, then autumn winter would work perfectly. And I would say it's more of a casual wear sneaker as well. And again, with white laces, red laces would work pretty well in this, I think. So with the final thoughts, I like the neoprene liner. It's not too sort of intrusive, and it's nice to sort of have that fit, and also, like I said, for breathability and also to protect you from the elements. And I also like the fact that they use some leather upper on this, and they're sort of Cordura type material around the toe box, which should be a bit more hardware-y, and then also the midsole here. And normally you don't get an air unit, and I think over time I think the air unit will have a bit more give to it the more you wear it, so I think it will work well in general. And the overall sort of breathability of the sneaker, having these sort of holes here, that textile type finish to it, so it gives you that kind of breathability, especially when you're walking around. You do end up having a lot of heat dispersion. So with the cons, I think the comfort, obviously it's a hiking trail shoe, it's not like a Salomon, so it's more on the firm side, and it does sort of low to the ground, so just don't expect it to be super comfortable. So with the ratings, I'm going to give the Look and Style 4 out of 5. It's got that sort of sneaker shoe vibe to it, and overall I think they've done a good job, and it's got that sort of ACG overall sort of design aesthetic to it. Comfort, I'll give it a 4. It's not that bad, it's like better than a Dunk, so for me, I'll still give it a 4, and it'll be fine for everyday wear. And I think, like I said, the air unit over time will probably get some more give on it and feel better on foot. And the quality, I'll give that a 4 as well. I think the overall materials used is pretty good. It's not like exceptional, but it works well, as a hiking shoe, I guess. And the pricing, I think the pricing is probably a bit too high, because at £130, I don't think it's been much of a seller really, and it's been sort of heavily discounted. And I've seen pairs, anywhere from sort of £65 downwards now. A lot of the bigger sizes seem to have sold out, which was what I expect. And obviously I'm a smaller size, so I picked these up on sale, like I said earlier. So for me, it's good to go. And overall, give it a score of 4 out of 5. It's it's a cool sneaker for trail and hiking, especially if you can grab them on sale. Something a little bit different, and like I said, because you have the air unit in there, it kind of helps. So overall, it's a pretty good package for what you get, and especially like I said, you can grab it on sale and at a bargain price.